Afternoon baseball. Trent Thornton, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
That ball's hit hard. Good job.
And as you see right there, this streak will continue as he inches forward up the all-time list. Coming to the plate now, Lance Bubba. He singled his last time up.
Bubba.
First pitch on its way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap.
Come on, go hard. You're scoring. Go hard.
He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Lance Bubba. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Kipnis, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lance Bubba.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Hayward. Gone! A two-run shot that gives them the lead. So it's a two-run shot to right center, and that's home run number 48 on the year. And it gives the Blue Jays a 4-2 lead.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Ready to take his hacks again, Lance Bubba, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. The pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. The catch is made, and the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. 6-4 the outcome today. The Cubs put up We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it's on its way next. Anderson is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that...
Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Lance Bubba.
Yeah, keep it going. Stay hot now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. Bubba is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Coming to the plate now, Lance
Bubba.
Bubba. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is...
The center fielder, number 25, Lance Bubba.
First pitch of the at-bat. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. One shy of the magic number now. 49 home runs thus far as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Lance Bubba.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Kiermaier. He's there and records the first out.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen, and every team needs one of those.
No errors. They left 7 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition. Hyunjin Ryu gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of...
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Gone! Solo shot to right center. So a milestone here. And even 50 home runs on the year now. And the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Oh, man, it's so rare to see a guy put up 50 dingers in a season, especially in recent years. Well, he just did, and it's been incredible to watch. What a season.
Coming to the plate now, Lance Bubba. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And the runner will score from second. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's 4-2.
With that base hit right there, D-Row, that's his third RBI of the game. More importantly, his team's now ahead.
Yeah, these are the special ones. He's had a great approach all day. He's battled his tail off, and he's given his team single-handed.
The center fielder, number 25, Lynn Bubba.
Like you can, come on.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. His second home run of the game, as it is now 7-3.
Well, he's as hot as anybody in the game right now, hitting a homer yesterday and 2 more today. They need to rethink whatever strategy they're using to pitch to him because he's killing them.
The center fielder, number 25, Lynn Bubba.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Thomas. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His third home run of the ball game, as it's now a 1-run ball game.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Lance Bubba.
That he hit his 3rd home run of the game. You know, walking up to the plate right now, he's thinking about hitting number 4.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
11-10 is the end of the line in this score. The St. Louis Cardinals capitalized on a huge 7th inning on the way to the win. Tommy Parsons gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Andrew Miller wraps it up for the save, his 12th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball is next. Masahiro Tanaka will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right, and if he does all those...
Coming to the plate now, Lance Bubba, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Hey, way to drive it out,
line
boy.
drive base hit.
Pick it up.
And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Row. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance.
3. You're out. 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 You're out. 3. That's ball 4. Out. 3. Out. Out. Drive it. Let's go right here.
The center fielder, number 25.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Bubba.
Line drive to left. Stanton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead.
Welcome back. As the Yankees prepare for their third turn through the order, fans of the Bronx Bombers have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. Coming into the day, they are up near the top of the league in home run production, so it's certainly safe to say they're a fun bunch to watch swing the bats. When asked about their success with the long ball, one player told me, "Yeah, home runs are fun and they can change a whole game. So when we get a pitch we can do damage on, you better believe we're looking to launch."
Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take your base.
Striding in once again, Lance Bubba.
Lance Bubba.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry.
He's out.
Striding in, Lance Bubba is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Bubba.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back the right fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And he keeps it up. 53 now on the year as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Let's play ball. 3. Out. You're out. 3. 3. That hit him. He's got first.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
This one ends with a 10-5 score. New York led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Masahiro Tanaka picks up his team-leading 13th win. Tanner Roark gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 10 runs, 13 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Jordan Montgomery will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Really like this guy. He reminds me a lot of Andy Pettit, left-hander from the University of South Carolina. Not an overpowering fastball, kind of like Andy Pettit. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. His secondary pitches he needs to improve on a little bit, but this...
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Lance Bubba. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Blue Jays held in check. Blue Jays nothing. Yankees coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the Show.
Let's play ball. Out. 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 You're out. 3.
Now batting, Lance Bubba.
The center fielder, number 25, Lance.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
Find it. Come on, get out.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Play ball. That's ball 4. He's out. Out. Ball 4. Take the base. Out. Out. You're out. He's out. 3. Out. Out.
Into the box now. Lance Bubba. He singled his last time up.
Lance Bubba.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
3. Ball 4. Take your base. 3. Out. That's ball 4. He's out. You're out. Ball 4. Take your base.
Standing in, Lance Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hit hard to the right side. With runners in scoring position this season, Bubba is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
Matty, he's having one of those dream seasons right now. The ability to work the count, the ability to get on base north of 400, and having a great batting average. This guy's certainly one of the best players in the game right now. Barring something amazing, that's looking like the last at bat for him, and probably the end to his hit streak. But all I can say is 30-plus games. The first thing that comes to my mind is the fact that for 1 month straight, he was...
As we wrap this one up tonight, it's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there, Brett Gardner. Strike a pose. He's our tops player of the game.
You could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. New York came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Aroldis Chapman gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 20 runners on base. For the Blue
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York
Yankees.
Garrett Cole gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out.
Into the box, Lance Bubba currently sits tied with Paul Molitor's hitting streak from the '87 season, has some of the all-time leaders in the category in his sights now.
Matty, you start mentioning guys like Paul Molitor, I think of some of the greatest hitters in the game. You can't just be a swing and miss power type.
Now to the plate, Lance Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Lance Bubba.
Hard hit toward the hole. And the Blue Jays break into the hit column as that's a base hit. And that'll put him in an even 40 consecutive games with a base hit as that ties the legendary Ty Cobb.
Yeah, I can't even begin to even imagine what this guy's thinking right now. 40 straight games in the big leagues facing this type of talent.
Ball four, take the base. Three. Out. Three. Ball four, take the base. Three. Out.
Digging in, Lance Bubba, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Bubba.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Into center field. Line drive.
There you go. Come on, baby. You're up.
And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the bat?
He's out. Yeah.
Your attention, please.
At the plate, Lance Bubba. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Lance Bubba.
Here comes the first pitch. Drilled to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. Wilson rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they close the gap to 3 now. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here.
Play ball. That's ball four. He's out. Out. Three. You're out. Out.
So coming to the plate, Lance Bubba. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
See it driving.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. And he's proven to be as reliable as anyone in the game.
And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today. New York get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Garrett Cole earned his 9th. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Kansas City Royals.
Here I come.
Kansas City find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Danny Duffy is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the keys to look for with this guy this afternoon, he's had a really difficult time getting people out with runners in scoring position. Over 300 average against coming into this start. He's really struggled when there's been traffic on the bases, and this is something he's going to have to clean up.
So striding forward now, Lance Bubba is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Here's the first pitch to him. Sharp ground ball to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And the streak is alive. As you can see on the graphic, he creeps ever closer to the big number 56.
Amazing what this guy has been able to do. Think about the pressure.
First base. He's out. 3. He's out.
So striding in, Lance Bubba, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Come on, guy, get your pitch up there.
Get a good pitch. Here we go.
All right, one time here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
Come on. Here we go. Go.
That'll hit off the wall in left center. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's 1-1. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Play ball. He's out. Ball 4. Take the base. He's out. You're out. He's out. 3.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Lance Bubba. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gordon going back, but he can't get it as it's
Go
off the wall.
hard! Go hard!
And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit.
Let's play ball. Out. 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 3. You're out. He's out. 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 3. You're out. 3.
Joe DiMaggio, one of my favorite baseball players of all time.
Striding into the box, Lance Bubba has got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Him and Marilyn Monroe. That was such a cool relationship right there, man.
Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Phillips is right there, and very quickly one gone.
He's out. 3. Out. 3. Out. 3. You're out. 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 He's out. You're out. Full. Take your base. He's safe.
Happy birthday to you.
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
Happy birthday
And it's a 4-3
to
finish
you.
in this evening's ball game. Kansas City came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Jorge Lopez gets the win in relief, his second of the year.
Kansas City Royals, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base.
We are under the lights.
Let's play ball. Out.
Digging in, Lance Bubba, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Swung on and hammered, no doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Splash landing. It's into the fountains for a monster home run.
472
Solo shot
feet.
to right center. Home run number 54 thus far. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
Not every home run is exactly the same. That ball was absolutely destroyed.
.472 feet. It was 72, you liar. 71. You liar. You liar. You liar. How dare you, you liar.
He's out.
I don't want to play anymore, you liar. You liar, you liar. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
Ready for another chance? Lance Bubba, he'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Going back is the center fielder. And get your groove on. It's into the party porch for a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, as Toronto has taken a 2-1 lead.
second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Let's play ball. Out. He's out. That's ball 4. 3.
Stepping into the box, Lance Bubba. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
This guy's having a pretty good week.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. On just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge... Lance Bubba will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. Onto the lawn and gone.
435 feet. Woo! Way out of there.
So it's a solo shot to dead center. His 3rd home run of the ball game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Wow, you have a great night in hockey, you score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick, but how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Yeah. I'll break you.
Lance Bubba will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game.
Come on now, one time.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive base hit. Tucker is on his way home. He comes across to score, and they're pulling away. They lead by 7. The tag, and they'll get him.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
8-4 tonight. The Toronto Blue Jays with a big 17-hit attack. Tanner Roark hangs win number 11 on his line as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 8 runs on 17 hits. 2 errors, they left 19 runners on base. For Kansas City, 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors, they left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 27 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Oakland A's and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it comes your way next. Chase Anderson gets the ball for the Blue Jays.
I hate you, I hate you,
What's your
I
take
hate
on him,
you.
Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that...
So digging in now, Lance Bubba. What a season he's
I
had.
hate him, I hate him, I hate
Leading
him.
the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And the Blue Jays break into the hit column as that's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning. And he will creep ever closer to that record as you see there. This hitting streak has reached epic proportions now.
D-Row, this guy is just amazing right now. He's just swinging a magic wand, and it looks like there's no end in sight to this streak.
Yeah, you can't think of anything.
Standing in,
Now
Lance
batting,
Bubba,
center
runner
fielder,
in scoring position with 2 gone.
Bubba.
Hey, your pitch right here.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hit sharply on the ground.
Pick up the
Reined
ball.
in. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. At the plate, Lance
The center
Bubba.
fielder,
He got on
number
top of one
25.
and was a ground out victim
Lance
last time.
Bubba.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll
Go
over.
hard, go hard, go
Kind of
hard, go
similar
hard.
situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Trying to pick things up where we left
Now
off, Lance
the center
Bubba,
fielder.
as he'll look to bring
Lance
home that tying run from
Bubba.
second with a base hit into the outfield.
Make it come to you.
It's going right the hell out of there. I mean, it's going right the hell out of there.
Here's the first pitch. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Gone. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 57 thus far as they grab an 8-7 lead in this seesaw game.
Just like what I said, it's going right the hell out of there.
Well, they've taken care of business so far in the first half of this 4-game set, winning both and making it look easy, too. We'll see if they can continue this home dominance in the next 2.
A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. Toronto seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Thomas Pannone earns the victory in relief in this
Wanna
one,
play
the
with me?
7th of the year. Sam Gaviglio closes the door for the save, his 26th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Oakland A's and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball starts right now. Hyunjin Ryu gets the ball in game 3
So
of the
creative
series.
pitcher, man.
Hey, this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Now at the plate, Lance Bubba. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, this guy's got the whole...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 58 on the year, as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that.
Yeah!
He homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Ready to take his hacks again. Lance Bubba, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. So that's now 2 hits for him here today as he finds the hole into right. And there you see the Toronto leaderboard in that category as he currently ranks 2nd best on the ball club.
I hate you, I hate you!
Stepping up now, Lance Bubba. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First offering on its way. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Stepping in for the Jays, Lance Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this.
Bring it back to me and I'll send a ball for you.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get.
And these home fans are getting a little spoiled as they take the first 3 of this 4-game homestand. They might want to break out the brooms for the next one as they look to finish off with a big sweep.
8-2 is how this one ends today. The Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Hyunjin Ryu picks up his team-leading 13th win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Athletics, 2 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Oakland A's and the Toronto Blue Jays. Oakland find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Ryan Barunki, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this should be an interesting watch today because this team's playing well, all facets of the game. But they're facing an ace on the other side today, and they're going to have to jump on him early if they're going to have any chance. 2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and striding into bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. Stepping in, Lance Bubba. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, this guy's got the home run and runs batted in thing figured out for the Triple Crown, but he's not in the top 5 in the batting average, and if he wants to win the Triple Crown, so he's going to have to make up a lot of ground.
Line drive to left. And the Blue Jays break into the hit column as that's a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. And the streak is alive. As you can see on the graphic, he creeps ever closer to the big number 56.
Amazing what this guy has been able to do. Think about the pressure every day he gets to the ballpark. Members of the media asking him about the streak, and he keeps
stepping in and ready for another shot. Lance Bubba. He reached on a single in his first try. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So he's into second on the 2-base hit here to lead off the home 4th. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the final month of the season. Digging in now, Lance Bubba. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-2 line into this appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
What did you just say?
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit.
Every game a pitcher gets a lineup card, he circles the guy that can't beat him. Well, obviously he didn't circle this guy. That's his 3rd knock of the game, and he has been on fire lately.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And standing in, the rookie outfielder, Lance Bubba.
tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
Good fastball there from Soria. It's 0-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Laureano is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
4-2 the final score today. Oakland rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Sean Manaea.
Tata.
The coach draws the player's attention to an area of possible development.
Oh, dopey.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on the show. Tonight, a good matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Tanner Roark, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that...
Ball 4, take the base.
At the plate, Lance Bubba coming off a 3-hit ball game in Sunday's series finale. Slapped hard the opposite way. And the Blue Jays break into the hit column as that's a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning. And he will creep ever closer to that record as you see there. This hitting streak has reached epic proportions now.
D-Row, this guy is just amazing right now. He's just swinging a magic wand, and it looks like there's no end in sight to this streak.
Yeah, you can't think of anything.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Lance Bubba, and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after is Maben, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he is in at second base with a one-out double. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the one-out double. And as we call him on the team leaderboard, you can see that he currently paces the Blue Jays in that category. Now in the box, Lance the Bubba tries to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Guerrero stands at first with one out. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center.
Round.
And the throw in gets away from him. And the tying run is in to score all the way from first.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Stepping into the box. Lance Bubba will swing it from the
side of the plate. This guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Smoked on the ground left side. Left the left to base hit. The throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order. Well, listen, you always want to finish strong, and they've done a real good job here. Notching the win on the first day of September. They're hoping that's a sign of good things to come in this final month of the season.
No errors. They left 9 runners on base.
And tonight's final. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it's on its way next. In now, Lance Bubba was a perfect 4 for 4 in last night's game.
Bubba.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning. Meanwhile, now, this is a drive out the straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and his power surge continues, and even 60 for him on the year as the Jays get the game's first tally. It's 1-0.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But there's maintenance though.
Well, you can see how pure his swing is, and that's why he's able to hit an incredible 60 home runs this season. Might as well start engraving his name on the MVP trophy because he's having a year for the ages. Witnessing history, folks.
So here's the cleanup hitter.
I have my ride.
Recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award.
We all know this.
Oh, he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0. So as we check it out one more time, remember that for years, 61 was the number to beat, and he's tied it right here. Digging in and looking for more. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And it's gone as they add still another.
Whee!
So a solo shot here to left center field, his 3rd home run of the ball game, and the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game.
This morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Digging in the switch hitter. Runner in scoring position with Cigar.
Talk about having a game of a lifetime. In his last at-bat, he hit his 3rd home run of the game. You know, walking up to the plate right now, he's thinking about hitting number 4.
Drilled on the ground is short. Scoops up. Come on, throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. We're through 6 full. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Tigers 2.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect a save.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Toronto Blue Jays took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Matt Shoemaker notches his 3rd win of the year. Sam Gaviglio hammers down the save, his 28th on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watkey, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Tigers, 5 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 31 minutes.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we got a good matchup in store
between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it comes your way next. Hyunjin Ryu, a Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season. And that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of it.
Stepping in, Lance Bubba, who did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. Back up the middle. Simmons dives. What a stop in time. Now at the plate, Lance Bubba. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Bouncer to the left side. Simmons has it. Move it. Dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Settling in now, Lance Bubba. He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award. Line towards center field. Upton is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope.
I'll get back at them.
Digging in to try it again. Lance Bubba, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter what side.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Upton going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Play ball. Ball four, take the base.
Son of a bitch.
Extra trained to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
A 5-0 finish tonight.
5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the...
Let's play ball. He's safe.
Stepping up to the plate, Lance Bubba. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit.
You're scoring.
The runner scores from second. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short outing.
Play ball. Out. 3. That's ball 4. You're out. He's out. Out. 3. Out. You're out. He's out. Out.
Now at the plate, Lance Bubba, and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
Bubba
hit hard towards center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as we called on the team leaderboard, you can see that he currently paces the Blue Jays in that category.
Let's play ball. Out. 3.
There goes my. At least I beat.
Digging in,
High club.
Bubba, he singled his last time up.
Left. Bubba.
Joe the man, Joe's the best.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Margot is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Coming to the plate now, Lance
center fielder,
Bubba
number
will swing it
25.
from the left side right here.
Really doesn't matter what side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy...
Ready now, Lance Bubba. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down the left field line and deep. And that's going to land foul.
Let's go, kid.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Final strike for the Blue Jays. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. Catch is made, and the Rays have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. And he's proven to be as reliable as anyone in the game.
I hate the Rays.
4-3 the final tally today. Tampa Bay came through late, taking the...
Something always has to go wrong there, man.
The skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they think of the rough season.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight.
Let's play ball.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Lance Bubba. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And a base hit running from third. The relay throw. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him. So the base hit there plates their second run of the inning and brings us to our league leaderboard in terms of RBIs. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season.
Play ball. He's out.
So stepping in, Lance Bubba. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field, and that is home run number 63 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Let's play ball. He's out. Full four. Take your base.
Oh, man.
Now at the plate, Lance Bubba. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
Play ball. You're out. 3.
Into the box now, Lance Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Let's play ball. 3.
Lance Bubba will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Wow, you can understand what the pitcher's thinking. He doesn't have an empty base, and he needs to get ahead of the count. All he wants to do is get that first pitch over for a strike. But the batter knew the same thing, and he jumped all over it, smashing it into seats for a 4-run blast.
Play ball. 3. He's out. 3. Out. Out.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
10-2 the final in this game. Toronto posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Matt Shoemaker earns win number 4 on the season. Dane Dunning struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Justin Miller records 8 outs on his way to the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Cole Stewart is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Next to bat for Toronto, Lance Bubba. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this one will bounce into the wall. And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Going to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
New inning set to get underway, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Lance Bubba.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Line drive to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The throw is wild, and it gets away. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we call on the team leaderboard, you can see that he currently paces the Blue Jays in that category. Ready once again, Lance Bubba. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up.
Oh, big guy.
First delivery to him on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw into third. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Digging in once again, Lance Bubba. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hayes on the run for it. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Home run number 65 for him here, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Wow, you can understand what the pitcher's thinking.
Holy shit.
Base, and he needs to get ahead of the count. All he wants to do is get that first pitch over for a strike, but the batter...
Coming to the plate now, Lance Bubba, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
Holy shit.
First pitch on its way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field.
Holy shit!
A leap and oh wow, a great effort.
So close, man.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Trent Thornton earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Cole Stewart is slapped with his 15th loss of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more